Okay, we're good.
Alrighty. So just to start off, I think the game is going pretty well for me in the beginning. The tribe that I was dealt, I think, is very strong, if you will, um, and I think I made a lot of good connections from the people that are currently in it. Right off the bat, from watching all the videos, I think I connected best with Jeff. Um, and Emily. Those are two people that are on my tribe currently. Um, and I think that so I started like individual chats with those two, and then we decided to try and just get a plan in action for if we were to lose the challenge. Um, just to have a group of five ready to go, just so we could have the majority vote because we're in a group of eight. We're in a tribe of eight, so we're assuming that we would vote somebody out if we were to lose. So we decided to first bring on Amir, and then we brought in Peyton, which those two I didn't really speak much with Amir to begin with, but I got to speaking with him, and I think we're on a good terms. And I thought Peyton was pretty active and interesting in the original group call that we all were on for the beginning. So I feel pretty good about all five of us working together for this first vote. If we were to lose, um, assuming that we had to vote somebody off. So that happened. And then the other thing, just the Trust Tribe connections that I have are with Caitlin. Um, and it was pretty brief. She had said that she wanted to pick me for her squad when she was a captain. She didn't end up doing that, but we're also both from New Jersey, and I think I'm not really too sure if we're necessarily on the same page, but it we have a line of communication open. And then the other person that I was talking to from the other squad was Dre. Um, he was obviously on one of the sequester minis that I got him voted off of, but he reached out to me, which is good, I think, because it shows that I think he's willing to work with me. But I'm gonna take that with a grain of salt, if you will, because I'm not sure exactly where his head's at. But I also have a communicate line of communication with him, and then just the plan going forward is to hopefully do well in the challenge of the 99 bottles of beer on the wall. And then if we are to lose, at this point, the three people that aren't in our alliance, uh, Kim, Zach and Mandy. I think we're gonna try. We're gonna gun for Mandy at this point because Kim is pretty open with us about all the advantages and stuff that she received, and she was our captain and everything. And we kind of like forced her to sit out of the challenge when we had to decide who was sitting out of the challenge. And Zach, we don't really think he's like connecting with many people, so we're gonna kind of just leave him off to the side. We think Mandy would be the threat to get rid of. So that's where I'm at right now.
Okay, I'm going to walk you back a little bit to when you were voting for captain. Can you go through how you were feeling and what you thought was happening?
So when we were voting for captain, we didn't know that we were voting for captains, right? So we were kind of like we didn't know what we were voting for, so it could have been good, it could have been bad. I personally was just feeling like I didn't want that. Um, because whenever like you're the center of attention in the beginning of anything, or anything like one of these types of games, if you're like the first one to gain a power, usually it's not good. So I first didn't want to do that, and then once we realized that we had to vote for a second person, I kind of assumed that it was going to be a captain thing, and then those two would pick sides. And so at that point, I didn't really care that much if I wasn't the captain. So I just voted for, I think I voted for Caitlin. I just knew that I wanted to be on a squad with Jeff. Because that's just the person that I thought I related to most.
Okay, so you talked a little bit about cross-tribe communication. How is that weighing into your decisions? Are you trusting those people less than the people in your own crew? Just how are you approaching that?
So yeah, with the two people that I'm communicating with on the other squad, I'm not. Yeah, I don't trust them as much as the people that are on my original squad. Um, I think I kind of held back some information with like the captain twist that Caitlin was asking me because I didn't want to reveal much because I'm not sure what's going on the other side. And with Dre, he's not really giving me much anyway, so I'm not gonna reciprocate anything. Uh, so I'm kind of not really talking that too much game talk with them. No.
Do you think that's happening across the board, or do you think everybody's talking cross tribe crews? What is your feeling? Are people giving you indications of, I guess, connections they're making?
Yeah. So another thing that with that is Caitlin told me that she knew that Kim had won the certain chest that she won because Mandy told her that she won. So that also weighed into my decision to try to sway it to get Mandy voted out because she's kind of built. I know for a fact she's talking to the other side. Whether she's talking to more people other than Caitlin, I don't know, but she definitely is talking to other people. And then I was just talking to Jeff, and he says that he's been speaking to Noah, the math teacher, which I think Noah seemed pretty cool. So I'm all good with that. And then on the call we had last night, I think Amir and Peyton told us about people they were talking to, people they could possibly sway if it were to be like a merge situation. Um, but I'm not really looking that much further into it, um, other than what people present to me up front.
Okay, that brings up two questions to my head. What were you thinking when Kim brought everyone on call to talk about the chest?
Yeah, I think that was a great thing for everyone that was on the call. I don't think that was a great thing for Kim personally, um, because like a lot of the games, you see people reveal like idols and stuff like that, and then they get voted off because of it. They have like that certain advantage, and obviously Kim has that advantage, but she's not really um, being targeted at right now. Um, but the fact that she brought us in and told us it's respectable, but at the same time she still does have like a half idol type of thing, and I believe Caitlin told me that she has the other half of the idol, so that could be dangerous going forward. So if we were to lose multiple times, then Kim probably would be the next person that I would want to go. um but and then Kim, posting the picture of the chests in the main chat where everybody knew, like everybody saw it. Um, wasn't a great move. But then again, they probably would have. Well, I'm not sure if Caitlyn would have revealed that she had gotten the chest to her squad, but now they can assume that Kim was given that opportunity because she put the chests in the main chat. So, it was kind of a messy thing on Kim's part, and I don't think it fares for her game as well as it fares for everyone that was in the chat that she revealed her power to.
Okay, I think my last question is, where do you think the game will go from here? You don't know a lot about the format. What is your gut telling you?
So my gut is telling me that it's kind of going to be similar to Survivor, um, where it's kind of like tribes, and we just kind of challenge. Whoever wins the challenge, that team's safe, and the other team votes one another off. That's what I'm thinking. But then again, I don't know much about these games. This is my first time playing. And on the call the other night, there were a lot of Amir was throwing out some situations that could have happened, that may very well happen. But if they do, like, you kind of just gotta take it as it comes and work with it to the best of our ability. So I'm not gonna really think too much into it. I'm just gonna kind of look at it from what I know, and from that point forward, just kind of go from there.
Sean, you have any questions?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so yesterday you basically stated that you were going to be playing a sequester mini. In your opinion, do you think that was like a bad strategy? Well, not, I don't want to say strategy, but like, would you say that's a bad game talk? Because like, basically the whole, like, whoever watches can basically watch a whole gameplay in a span of like 6 hours. So like, do you think that was like not a good thing in your part, or like were you just like, oh, just watch me and see how I did kind of thing?
Yeah, it was more along the lines of the second part. I was just kind of like, come and watch me. Kind of like, it'll be fun to see what happens. But even if that was the case and they were watching, they didn't get to see much because they got disqualified within like the first 30 minutes. So, that is what it is. I don't think that's going to be that big of a deal. But yeah, we'll see.
That's all I have.
Okay. Do you have anything else, or we'll stop recording?
No, I think that's good.
Okay.